What's going on, guys? It's your boy Anime Hero, back at it again with a review and sort of a channel update. Just to do the quick update out the way. If you've noticed, since about Thanksgiving week, Overwatch content has stopped on the channel. I haven't been able to get the clips downloaded from Xbox Live. It's doing like long download times, and then I'm losing the recordings every time it downloads to my phone. Like it'll say video saved, and then I go to where my videos are, and no clips have been saved. So I'll try to get Overwatch content coming back as soon as possible. Until then, though, I am going to be recording a bunch of anime reviews to kind of fill in what's been going on. Follow my Twitter for updates. But moving on to the actual review, we have today's episode, Hikaru no Go, as the background picture suggests. This is a really good, it's kind of a slice of life-y, because there's an ongoing plot, but it's not like your Soul Eater, Blue Exorcist, the world's in peril type thing. It is simply about the Japanese, it's about the board game Go. Let's start with the characters first. I might get a few names wrong. Yeah, that is, okay. So, we have Hikaru. Hikaru is our main protagonist. He's like this kid, he had no interest in Go before. And we have Fujiwara no Sai. He was a ghost from way back in the day who got killed by being falsely accused of cheating at Go. And now he's been trying to go through his life trying to play like the ultimate move. It's like a move in Go that it's like really hard to do, but if you can do the move, it's like guaranteed a win. And he's trapped in this Go board that's in Hikaru's grandfather's attic. Hikaru goes in there, finds it, sees a blood stain on it that no one else can see, and that's what kind of links him with Sai. From then, hijinks ensue. He meets Toya, which is Toya Meijing's son. I can't remember the son Toya's first name, but they just call him Toya. So Hikaru goes to just a Go shop where Toya is playing, and using Sai to like kind of whisper the moves in his ear. Hikaru will play for him, rather. It's like Sai wants to play Go because he loves Go, so he's just using Hikaru to sort of be the body for Sai's moves. He plays, he beats Toya, and Toya was like a child prodigy, so he's just baffled that this random kid just pulled up and beat him. So it starts kind of a rivalry between them. Overall, it was a pretty good show. It was a really entertaining show. I found myself being really surprised that I was able to be entertained by it. If I compare it to a show that's very similar in some regards to, I'm going to compare it to March Comes In Like a Lion. A show that is, in its basis, about shogi. The difference between them is when I watched March Comes In Like a Lion, I wasn't really interested in the shogi. The show didn't really teach me shogi either. But, I mean, shogi's not particularly hard, but I still don't feel like I have a proper grasp of it. That being said, I wasn't really interested in that part of his career as a shogi player. I was more interested in the characters. The characters are what made March Comes In Like a Lion really its own. Watch out for that review to hear more of my thoughts of that. Now, we compare this to Hikaru no Go, where I actually was really invested in Hikaru's professional aspirations, albeit that's mainly because that's what it focused on. There really weren't any other episodes outside of him being a professional Go player. Like, there was never a, like, Hikaru walks down the street and sees, like, a neighbor family. That was never really, like, a thing. It was very much about Hikaru becoming a professional Go player. But the thing about it is, is it was really interesting. It really was able to keep me entertained. And seeing Sai in the background was really interesting. They did start to play him out less and yet less, and it started to hurt a lot more. And especially towards the end, when I'm not going to spoil it, but the ending is worth taking a look at. Whew, excuse me. Because, I think they do play it really well, especially the last about 5 or 10 episodes. They do a thing with, Sai, and, it really makes you kind of appreciate his character. Outside of that, there really isn't much to talk about, because it is kind of just your standard generic anime about Go. There really isn't anything much more to write home about. Like I said, for the most part, it was entertaining. It's more entertaining. Okay, so I would say, because I just recently watched My Hero Academia, I would say it was about as entertaining as My Hero Academia was to watch. I was as enthralled with Hikaru no Go as I was with My Hero Academia. It's a generic shonen anime, but it has enough heart that it keeps you entertained. You might not fully be following everything that happens all the time, but to me, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's really more of like, it's kind of a background anime, but it was really good. Closing thoughts. If you're a veteran anime watcher, or an adequate anime watcher, if you've watched, say, about 30 or so series, I'd recommend you trying out Hikaru no Go. If you're a veteran anime watcher and you haven't seen it, I highly recommend Hikaru no Go. If you watched a lot of animes, you'll find yourself enjoying this. If you're a new anime watcher, like less than 30 animes, I'd recommend holding off on it, because I've noticed that a lot of newer anime fans prefer high, upbeat anime. And while Hikaru no Go is no like slow burn, it's no Steins Gate when it comes to how it burns as an anime, there definitely are a lot of down points that shows like Blue Exorcist, Soul Eater, Attack on Titan really don't have. Attack on Titan later on has more of those down moments to let everything seep in. But Hikaru no Go is very much gets up to a high, now we're going to bring it down, we're going to slow down the burn, before we start slowly then building up to the next point. It's not like a up, down. It's a slow up, plateau, down, plateau. Not to like baby talk people, but kind of trying to drag out time a little bit. But that's what I mean. It's like there are highs and it plateaus at its highs, and then there are lows and it plateaus down at its lows to kind of let you get that full immersion on it. So I can't see a lot of newer anime fans liking this. I can definitely say if I watched this when I first started watching anime, I probably wouldn't have finished it, and I probably wouldn't have even liked it. But I think watching it later on gives me a better appreciation, because I've seen a lot of bad shows at the time of recording this. So Hikaru no Go was kind of like a breath of fresh air. It reminds me a lot of Zatch Bell in that way, where I watch Zatch Bell now and I get nostalgic. But the thing about it is, like, Zatch Bell and Hikaru no Go carry this air of, this is obviously made for a kid, therefore it's lighthearted, it's fun, the jokes, there are jokes, and when they're there, they hit, they land. It feels really, it's a feel-good anime. It's an anime that makes you feel really good at the end of it. It might not be huge on substance, and it may not be like huge revelation, mind-blowing, but it is still a really good show that makes you feel really good at the end, and I think that's all that really matters at that point. So if I have to give this a rating, I'd give it a C+. It's above average when you look at the average. What else is average? I'd give it above that. But that's about it. That's my review of Hikaru no Go. As always, I'll see you guys next time.